it was Italian lettuce. And a friend gave me this plant. It was only this big. When she gave it to me, it was like this big. And look at it now. It's like, whoa. I don't know what is supposed to happen to these tomatoes. I would like them to get bigger or redder or something, but so far they're just these little green peas. I think they might get bigger if I have to repot the plant. The winds here can get as high as 80 kilometers per hour, which is it's a lot, and you have to tie everything down. It's like living on a boat. So I put this wall up, and then I realized it's not going to be so secure, and it would be really bad if it fell down, and there's nothing. You just drop right down, and there's nothing there. So
what did you do?
Well, I thought about it for a minute, and you know how in Hong Kong all the construction has bamboo scaffolding, right? And I've watched these guys who do the scaffolding. I've watched them for years and years. They put my old building, they put up scaffolding, and I thought, well, what I need to do is put some horizontal bars up as a support the way that the bamboo scaffolding guys do, and then I can put the vertical ones and tie them to. So what the bamboo guys do is they use plastic ties, which is what I've used, and then the problem was, okay, where do I get the bamboo to do the crossways? So everything on the roof has been repurposed. There's nothing new up here, except these old, these Chinese style tables. Everything else you see on the roof, well, that plastic thing is obviously new. Everything else has been scavenged, repurposed, bought secondhand. So it's all sustainable. This little table I bought. So I've been buying them on the online swap sites. Wonderful gardener. Look at this. Look at that rose. That is so beautiful. So I always am proud of my little roses that I grow on my balcony, but then I come by here and this lady clearly is outclassing me big time in the rose growing department.
So far so good
好啊好啊好啊好啊
我見到佢唔好啫嘛
Alex 你嘅名
Alex 係
肥佬
肥佬 This is 肥佬 He's not 肥佬
Okay.
Alex also owns, so they are good friends
Yeah.
one time, and they were very
you
smart.
know he is very handsome and attractive. You know the little girl just show the banana to Alex.
I've watched them a lot, how they do their tours. It's net fishing for the most part, net fishing and trap fishing. And the net fishing involves a lot of work because you've got to like put the net out and then you have to drag it back in. And then you have to make sure that the net is not got holes in it, because even though they're made of plastic, you can lose net quite easily. So Mrs. Guok seems to be in charge of the net side of things, and her husband, Mr. Guok, is in charge of like the motor of the motorboat and the heavy lifting. And he's the guy who, when they'll come in with plastic buckets filled with the fish that they caught today. So this is all part of the temple complex, but they use this area for storage and staging for things like for instance, if you have a funeral and you want to have it here, you can have the funeral and then you can have a little something for people to eat. There's a kitchen. They have a whole kitchen over there. So they'll feed you after your services for the temple. is almost like a laboratory where we could see if you allowed other places, other communities in Hong Kong to really come up with their own community solutions to things like transport and recreation and parks, and that people come up with good ideas, you know, and sometimes they can even do it. I mean, nobody has any money. I'm not sure how those chairs got there. They might have been donated by someone, or they might have been just, you know, somebody might have grabbed them for free and just repurposed them. But for a very, very tiny budget, people are figuring out ways to make the island more livable and more in an organic way. It's a geological term, and it means that there were once two islands here, a northern island and a southern island. And over time, the oceans kicking up sand and what have you created a little isthmus that connected the two islands. And the isthmus is flat and it's very narrow. So it looks like the letter C when you look at it on the map, but when you're actually walking around it, you feel like here's a flat, low part, and then there's some mountainous stuff in the north and a little bit of mountainous stuff in the south. We're walking through the narrowest part right now. We're walking through like the neck of Peng Chau's letter C. Well, I'm a New Yorker, but I live in Brooklyn, and the idea of a small community within a larger city has always been, you kind of get the best of both worlds, huh? You know, if I lived in an island like this and there wasn't a city close by with all the things that you need, I don't know if I could live in a truly remote place. You know what I mean? You know, that's why the rural New Territories has never appealed to me in Hong Kong, because you live up there and you have to take a minibus in order to get to another bus, in order to get to the MTR. You know, you're really far, far away. But you live here in Peng Chau and you jump on there are 3 ferries that leave here. You can go, it's one of the best connected islands and maybe places in Hong Kong.